Hi everyone, this is your host Brittany from ARPD Aquatics and welcome back to Home Aquatics. Welcome to the third lesson. Woo! So once again, you're gonna need your bucket, basket, or box of any color, just as long as it's big enough to house your equipment. Today's lesson is going to be about the previous skills, which are bubbles and putting your face in the water. The new skill is opening your eyes underwater. And the safety topic is think before you leap. And so once again, your equipment is going to be the same as it was for the last 2 weeks, which is your bowl that's bigger or slightly bigger than your face, some water that's about 2/3 of the way full of the bowl, and you're going to need another note that is given to the student. You can either have your bottle of water, 2 to 3 cups of water into a bottle. You can set it aside in a cup, or you can get it right before your lesson starts. And so the question or questions for today's lesson is, can you open your eyes underwater? And what does it mean to think before you leap? So opening your eyes underwater, I recommend that you have to be completely comfortable with submerging your face into the water, putting your face into the water. This is a combination of doing that. But once you put your face into the water, you now open your eyes. And the reason why we want to practice this is because you want to be able to get used to you want your eyes to be able to get used to the water for a number of reasons. But a safety reason is that just in case if you ever fallen into a body of water, you don't want to have your eyes closed trying to get to safety. That's very dangerous. You don't know what you're going to bump into, who you're going to bump into, etc. And you want to make sure that you can open your eyes. You know how that feels to have your eyes open in water. And highly recommend that you learn swim lessons. You take swim lessons without goggles, just for that big safety reason. And once you get a little bit more proficient and you have experienced it, you're comfortable with your eyes open, then you can move towards goggles, which I highly suggest. But moving on to the lesson. So like I said, all you're gonna do is take a deep breath, put your face into the water, and then open your eyes. To spice it up a little bit, you can, before you pour your water in, put some stickers at the bottom of the bowl and have them open their eyes underneath the water, and they can look at the stickers. These stickers will more than likely come out blurry to whoever's looking underneath the water, simply because when you don't wear goggles and you're actually using your eyes underneath pool water, for example, not everything's clear. It's a little blurry, and which is to be expected. And so that gives it, not only spices it up a little bit, but it gives it an added bonus of them being able to experience how it looks to look at anything underneath the water. And you'll spend a few minutes on that. And although usually the last lesson we did the previous skills first, you can do a combination of this. So once they get that down, then you can be like, hey, how about putting your face in and blowing bubbles, or doing all three, taking deep breath, put your face in, blow bubbles, then open your eyes, or open your eyes and blow bubbles. So it's like a little mixture of all three of the skills that you are practicing. And then moving on to the safety topic, think before you leap. What does that mean? That's just a number of things you want to talk to with your student. You want to make sure that if they are getting in the pool or they're jumping in the pool, however they're getting into a body of water, they should think about, how deep is it? Is it deep enough, or is it too deep for me to jump in? Do I need a parent, or am I okay without one? And just all of those things. And so when you go, for example, if you go to a pool, most pools will say shallow end, don't jump, don't dive, no diving, no jumping into the pool, or they'll just say no jumping into the pool at all. And I highly suggest that, much like how you would do at a beach or a lake, you go to a facility member at a staff member at the pool, and you ask them, like, what are some things that we should do before getting into a pool? And another important thing is thinking before you leap is, do I need a life jacket? So let's start with ages, and I guess I can say height as well. If you're an infant to about the age of 5, I highly suggest that you have a parent with you, getting in and out of the water while you're in the water, around the water, etc. I also think that you need a life jacket. And life jackets of any age group, they all, I recommend that they be U.S. Coast Guard certified life jackets. You'll find, if they're certified by the U.S. Coast Guard, on the back panel of the inside of the life jacket. So if you look on the inside of the life jacket, the back padding, it has all those instructions, the size, and like the warning label and stuff like that. At the top, it right underneath the size, it should say U.S. Coast Guard approved. So infant to 5-year-olds, I think that they should wear a life jacket. They should be in the water, getting in the water, getting out of the water with a parent. If they are ages 6 to about 12, then they should still be accompanied with a parent, based on their swimming proficiency, which is about a level 3. So that means that they can at least swim front crawl with their faces in the water, 25 yards, and they can tread for 30 seconds. I highly suggest that if they can do those things, then they don't have to have a life jacket on. But otherwise, they should have a life jacket on and be in the pool with a parent. If they are about 5, 4 and below, depending upon their swimming proficiency, they should have a life jacket on, whether they're at the pool, ocean, lake, etc. If they are like 13 and up, even including adults, it's all about swimming proficiency. My suggestion is that if their swimming proficiency is high enough that they can swim the 25 yards doing front crawl in the 30 seconds treading, then that they don't need a life jacket. But I do suggest those who cannot, they wear one. And like I said, just to summarize it all up, thinking before you leap is just making sure that you're paying attention into what area of water you're getting into. Do you need a life jacket? Do you need a parent or guardian? Is this a swimming area or not? And the best possible way to figure all of that out is not only to not only to look for any postage signs, but also going to ask a staff member at the facility, beach or lake, or a lifeguard. Um, and that it concludes this week's lesson. Thank you so much for joining me with Home Aquatics. I had a great time and I hope that you did too. Have a great day and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.